Procreate Dreams is a relative newcomer to the animation market. As a pretty affordable iOS exclusive app, how does it compare to the mainstay name of Flipaclip? Procreate Dreams is, as stated, an animation app released by the same people that made the massive hit that is Procreate. Although the original release had animation assist, it was very rudimentary in terms of the options it managed to offer to animators, which is why Procreate Dreams promises a much richer experience to the user, while sticking to what made the predecessor so great: portability, quality, and ease of use. I am so sure that this statement will age well. So, what can it do? Starting with the flipbook, as it is this program's simplified version of a timeline, where you can switch between frames as you draw full screen with onion skins while also taking advantage of your favorite Procreate brushes. That doesn't stop it from still having a full-fledged timeline that will be discussed shortly. This app is primarily designed to be a frame-by-frame animation app, with extra features added to the aforementioned timeline to help you save on time or do some more motion graphics adjacent work, such as keyframe editing, bulk selecting, and editing group content, with the ability to also add and animate topography with the full power of live motion and filters. Some of these features include easing for when you want an object to slide across the screen, or even pre-recording motions and effects through touch, allowing you to have greater freedom and an easier time animating. And much like Procreate, it contains a very generous brush library to breathe extra life and texture to your animations, with an engine not too far different from its illustration counterpart. It does lag in the brush customizability department as of now, however. In terms of the interface itself, it's very clean and minimal. It only shows the essentials, as in the workspace, the flipbook, and the pencil/eraser. You get the idea. A lot more of the advanced features are hidden behind menus. We'll discuss the relevance of this a bit later on. With this app, you also get to edit videos and add voiceovers and sound effects to mess around with directly in-app. It is worth noting that the audio automatically slows down as you are scrubbing through your timeline, which makes things like lip syncing extremely easy. The timeline itself is interactive, and there are a series of fluid gestures that would allow you to navigate through it according to your needs. This app will run you just shy of $20 on the App Store and is made specifically for the iPad Pro and the Apple Pencil. So any other platform enjoyers, this app isn't for you. Flipaclip is an award-winning 2D animation app available on both Android and iOS. This app takes the physical idea of a flipbook and seeks to emulate it in program form. For this purpose, it's primarily designed to animate frame by frame and on the go. It places heavy emphasis on accessibility and community, offering many ways to easily and directly share your content on social media. Relatively speaking, Flipaclip actually has a very clean, minimal, and understandable interface. Even an absolute beginner will not struggle to find themselves in it. The brushes presented in the program are pretty limited, despite updates made to expand this library, along with features meant to help with customizability. You might still find it lacking the further you advance and the more you want to experiment. In terms of animation, you get your standard timeline that fully supports onion skinning, as well as options for importing footage and rotoscoping or animating over it. You also get options meant to help you manipulate video, speed, and frame rates. You will also get a few blending modes with your layers and a stabilizer for smoother lines. The base form of this app is free, but limits access to some features such as extra layers, importing your own audio, removing ads and watermarks, etc. And all of these features are purchasable individually for $1 or as a bundle for just under $5. Okay, so that's all good and well, but how easy are they actually to use? Flipaclip is very straightforward. You get exactly what you pay for without throwing very many curveballs. The interface is clear as day, the tools are very descriptive and straightforward, sometimes to a detriment, and it fulfills its function very well, rendering it perfect for beginners or even kids. Procreate Dreams, on the other hand, is a kind of a different story. The learning curve of this program can be deceptively steep. The interface at first glance looks very minimal, and the base tools are easy enough to understand. It's when you get to the the nitty-gritty details that difficulties can start to arise. Namely, the fact that there are a lot of features that are hidden behind menus and no real way to learn about them. Even some of the more straightforward features can be further customized in even more hidden menus. Combine that with all the gesture shortcuts and extra motion graphics / puppet animation like features and you find yourself with a goldmine, certainly, but one you have to work hard in order to unearth. Even if it isn't your first animation software and you have prior experience with more advanced programs and are only looking for a portable option, it won't go any easier on you in terms of learning curve. You might even find some features to be counterintuitive. Alrighty, and now that we are familiar with these tools, let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Starting with Procreate. The program is very complete in what it offers for both the price and the platform it's made for. Its abundance of brushes, the integration of layers, along with ways to simplify the animation process beyond just drawing the same frames over and over and over, all plays in its favor. The issues arise, again, when we take into account the complexity of it in relation to the other offered features. As of the time of recording this, the program is still very new and riddled with issues difficult to overlook. It suffers from a lack of very key features, including the most basic of lasso selection tools and the editing features that come along with it. For an app with so many hidden menus and options, the lack of these most basic of tools can hinder the workflow quite a bit, especially if you are a seasoned animator with pre-established habits. This would also bring us to the steep learning curve imposed by this, at times, counterintuitive user experience. Flipaclip has the opposite problem, with the ease of use and very intuitive user experience is hindered by how limited its abilities are. It doesn't automatize nearly as much of the process, rendering it very much a one-trick pony. That being said, this one-trick pony is perfect to dip your toes into the world of animation with. You can focus on the technical skills required rather than worrying about how to use the tool itself. With all of that being said, which software is better? In terms of raw potential and the ability to create more with the tools given, the winner has to be Procreate Dreams. Despite its shortcomings, the program is still very well-rounded, and with it still being new and the devs being very open to feedback, as evident by their activity in the App Store review section, things can only go up. It's a worthy investment for animators looking for a more portable option, and if you can get past the hurdle of its initial learning curve, then it should just be smooth sailing from there. Flipaclip, on the other hand, wins out in being just a reliable, quick, and easy to use option for beginners or just casual enthusiasts of animation just looking to mess around and have some fun. And that will be all for today. We hope you enjoyed today's comparison. Be sure to let us know what you think in the comments below, and if you have used any of these programs, feel free to share your experience with us. And as always, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you soon with some more content. So do take care. Bye-bye!